All right, well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. We're the Taylors on the Go, and we are here today at Disney's All-Star Music Resort. Yes, that's a giant drum set right behind me. So if you're not familiar with Disney's All-Star resorts in general, they are the value resorts at Walt Disney World. And it sits right in between Disney's All-Star Sports and All-Star Movies Resort. And we have been staying at the value resorts for almost 20 years now, on and off. I mean, we have stayed at some moderate resorts. We've actually stayed at a few deluxe resorts, but we really love the value resorts because of the value you get and the theming. So each of these value resorts is actually themed very, very well. As you can see, I think I put in a few shots of the resort. So obviously the sports resort is themed all sports and the movies as movies. We really enjoy, like I said, these resorts. They usually have two very large pools, no slides, no hot tubs, but it's just a really good value for what you get. We are actually staying in the Jazz building, which is pretty close to the front main building and the big main pool, which is really nice. And we have a family suite today. Disney's All-Star Music and Art of Animation are the only two value resorts that technically have a family suite, but I'm gonna take you inside and show you around. All right, so here is room 2526. It is on the second floor of the Jazz building, number 2. Let's go check it out. All right, so this is gonna be a quick room tour. It's not gonna be super detailed. My daughter actually was the first one that got here before we did, so she took this video before we put all our stuff in there. As you can see when you first walk in, there's some hooks on the wall, and the couch as well as the table and chairs both pull down to full-size beds. What we did, we just moved the ottoman that's in front of the couch over in front of the window, and then we stacked the chairs kind of like on top of each other, also over by the window when we pulled down the beds to keep them out of the way. There are, as she's showing, some lights and plugs and USBs next to both beds in the living room. Then there is the bathroom that would be for probably the guests that are in the main living area, I guess is what I would call it. Of course, Disney does provide hand soap and hand lotion by the sink, and then the shampoo, conditioner, and body wash in the shower. Now, this room, what makes it special in a family suite is gonna be the kitchen and an extra full bedroom. All right, so we'll move in. Oh, she's showing you all the artwork. Sorry. All right, now we're gonna move into the kitchen. It's a very small kitchen, but it's perfect. It does have, to me, I consider this a full-size refrigerator and a microwave. Plenty of shelves in the kitchen, so if you bring some food like we did, you can put them up on the shelves and there's plenty of room. It does have the standard Disney coffee pot that they give you some pods that fit their coffee pot specifically. We ended up bringing our own Keurig. Now she is showing you also, there's no real silverware and plates. They do put some disposable stuff in the drawers for your use. If you need extra, you could just go to the front food court and get some more. They also give you some paper towels to use, which is very nice. Lots of cabinet space. And now we're gonna walk into the main bedroom, which I like because on our trip today, we are with my in-laws, so they were able to have their own bedroom and their own bathroom. They have the same amenities in the bathroom, the hand soap and hand lotion by the sink, shampoo, conditioner, and body wash in the shower. as always, a nice clean bathroom. Now the difference is in the other bathroom, they only had a rainfall shower head. This one has the handheld wand you could pull off. I did notice that difference. Yep, plenty of USBs and power outlets. So if you have a CPAP machine or any of that kind of stuff, there are outlets there for you to use. I thought there was a lot of nice space around the bed also in this room. It was not a small bedroom at all. There is another TV in this room, which is nice, so you could be watching different things. So if you have kids, they put them out in the other room, they can watch something and you can watch something in your bedroom. I do like that this room also had a chair and an ottoman to use, and of course full-size mirror. So overall, I think this is a great option if you're traveling with a larger party. This will hold 6 adults comfortably. I will also mention that oddly, they only gave us 2 pillows for the living room beds. So if 4 people are sleeping in there, they only gave us 2 pillows total. So we did have to call down front and get some other pillows, but otherwise a great stay. And as always, thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. And we'll see you on the next adventure.